What is up, y'all? It's me, Darya, and we're here for week 1 of the PPL. I am super excited to get back into this after the long break. I am very excited to try out this team. I think it has a lot of potential. It's got a lot of different gears that I can shift into. And even more exciting, I'm playing up against a coach in week 1 in the game decks, who I don't think I've ever played before. So I'm always excited to play against new people. I know one of the reasons I'm excited is because I build really weird, and people who haven't played me before or watched my content, I usually catch off guard. So hopefully Game Dex hasn't done much scouting, but I'm gonna go ahead and get their information up on the screen here. Please go subscribe to their channel, check out their stuff if you aren't already subscribed. And yeah, they have a terrifying team. I got my butt kicked repeatedly in mocks by this team. I'll go ahead and get the matchup on the screen, but we're looking at Palafin and Rain, which is always terrifying. There's also a Tera Archaludon, which is fucking insane, honestly. So much offensive pressure just between those two mons alone. There's also a Regieleki, which just goes crazy in Rain because it can just spam Thunder. I do have a whole ass Iron Treads though, so it really can touch that. So I'm not super worried about the Regieleki, but the other two are huge problems. And I'm just gonna have to figure out a way how to navigate that. What I will say is in mocks, after repeatedly getting my ass beat by Palafin and Rain, what I decided was I can't go with a balanced build with some offensive options and some bulky support options. I just need to go high offense. I need to kill them before they kill me, and I need to try and find a way to mitigate their Rain setting ability. So if I can win the Weather Wars and I can get more punches in before they can get punches in, keep them on their back foot, I can win this battle. Because of that, I am sad to announce that I will not be bringing Dupiter this week. I did test Dupiter quite a bit in mocks. The problem is, if it was going to be my Palafin check, it was going to be Water Absorb. The problem is, if it was a subset with bulk up, I needed enough investment in special attack to break a sub with Giga Drain. If it was choice banned, because of that offensive investment to break the sub, I didn't have enough bulk to live 2 banded Zen Headbutts, which they almost certainly bring, because I have a Urshifu Rapid Strike, who is going to resist any of the water moves. It's going to resist Ice Punch, which they'll almost certainly have for Vichyssoise or Skyman. And they need a way to hit the Urshifu, and that's going to almost certainly be Zen Headbutt. So I do expect to see either a bulk upset or a choice band with Wave Crash, Jet Punch, Ice Punch, and Zen Headbutt, or maybe swap out Wave Crash for Flip Turn or something. But yeah, I had to get kind of greedy with my team building. Just a lot of offensive pressure. So let's just go ahead and jump right in and talk about what I have built here. So my dedicated lead for this matchup is going to be Vichyssoise or Skyman. Originally, I did have weakness policy on this. And the idea with this was to lead with weakness policy. Hopefully I can get it popped one way or another. There were a number of ways that could happen. But if I could get the weakness policy to trigger early, I can kind of break through and then swap out and then heal it back up later, because the one support move I did bring this week was Healing Wish. I have Healing Wish on Enam, so a little bit of spoilers there, but what I decided to switch to last minute was Utility Umbrella, because I thought being able to heal myself in Rain would be more beneficial. I did find out in testing that Utility Umbrella does not work in Sand, which really sucks. When I drafted this team, I thought Utility Umbrella basically just voided all weather effects, but I was wrong. It is only Sun and Rain. I found that out during tests and mocks. Also, Gunk, Vivi, and I had a conversation about it. But yeah, so a Utility Umbrella is really just so I can heal up in Rain here. It's not going to help me against the Sand, but it will help me in Rain. And there are some scenarios in mocks where that mattered. So here is our Skyman set for week 1. This is our dedicated lead. Next up is Chalky Malt, our Iron Treads. We're bringing Tera Stellar. Week 1, immediately bringing Tera Stellar with a mixed set. we have some special options as well as Ice Spinner. The idea with this is it can basically 2-hit anything on this team. It can basically 2-hit anything on this team with this investment. Steel Beam is a Tera Stellar Steel Beam with Life Orb is doing a ton to everything on this team. Earth Power is doing a ton to most things on this team. And the things that want to switch into Earth Power don't want to switch into a Thunder Ice Spinner boosted by Tera Stellar. And if it is raining, those Thunders will not miss. So I think that this set is actually a lot of fun and has potential to break through. Also, Thunder is really good for like Pelipper, or like I saw a lot of Tera flying Archaludon in mocks. So if they like try to go into like Archaludon in front of this and like Tera flying or something, I can like hit it with an Ice Spinner or a Thunder and still do a ton of damage. So like there are some options here. I think this is a fun set that they will not be expecting that can break through the team, and we can even get a Healing Wish into it later, and it can finish off because it has a good speed tier this week. Like aside from Palafin Jet Punches, like the only things that outspeed are Superior, which not a single person brought in any mock, and Regieleki. And Regieleki can't touch Treads, so super not worried about that. So it has a really, really good speed tier for this match. My next bring is going to be Choice Scarf, Vanilla Punch, Urshifu Rapid Strike. These 4 moves basically covers everything on this team. Choice Scarf gives me good speed control, and it forces Palafin to click Jet Punch instead of Zen Headbutt, because I'll outspeed it. Unless it's Choice Scarf, but if it's Choice Scarf, I don't think that one Zen Headbutt can kill me with the investment that we have here. It basically needs to be like Choice Band to just one-shot me. So this is my form of speed control for this week, and this can just be really annoying for GameDex's team. Next up is Dark Chalky, the Tyranitar. We are bringing eject button with this. We have Stealth Rock, but I don't know that we're gonna click it. Really, this is just how I plan on winning the Weather Wars, and I'm basically gonna try and come out and like 1, shut down the Pelipper, and 2, knock items off. Like that's my main goal with this Pokemon. The idea with this is that when Pelipper comes out, I switch into this, get my sand up to shut down the rain, and if they try to flip turn, I can shut down their momentum and switch out myself with my eject button. If they decide to be more aggressive and click like a Surf, with sand up, I eat a Surf no problem. So I think Tyranitar is a really good bring here to try and counteract that rain. We would eat that Surf no problem, and then we can get into something that pressures their team. So we have a couple of different things that do that. Next up is Enam, Raspberry. This team does not have a good fairy switch in. Their fairy switch is Wheezing. Literally, that is it. That is the only thing on their team that resists Moonblast, and it just dies to a Psychic or a rain boosted Weather Ball. Really, I'll just be clicking Moonblast. If I have taken Chip or I need to click Healing Wish, I will. That way I can either get into like Vishiswa or Chalky Malt to try and like finish the job. Those are like my 2 breakers / win cons, thanks to Healing Wish. And this can also be a breaker, but really I'm always just either clicking Moonblast or Healing Wish with this. And finally, the last one that I'm bringing, Arabiata, the Noivern. This is Eject Pack and Frisk. Frisk so I can see items. Eject Pack because they don't have a Draco Meteor switch. They have one Pokemon that can switch into Draco Meteor, and that's Grimmsnarl. So, you know, if Rain's up, I could just click Hurricane, which is doing a ton to Grimmsnarl. And if Grimmsnarl doesn't come, then Dracos are just free. And I get off a free Draco, and then I swap out and keep up my momentum. I can also defog away hazards or screens, and I can roost for longevity. I have enough bulk to be annoying with this thing. So yeah, that's our team for week 1. I think we got the stuff here to pull this off, but it's going to be really tough. I am going to have to make sure I am the person. I have to be the aggressor here. I have to make sure I'm applying pressure the entire time, keep them on their back foot. That is my only chance. That is my only chance. So can I do it? That remains to be seen, but I will catch y'all back for the battle to find out. Oh, also, afterwards, I am going to be making a chocolate malt in honor of our Terra Stellar Iron Treads Chalky Malt. So that's going to be a recipe directly from the book, so hang out if you want to check that out. Alright, y'all, we are here for the battle. Yeah, it's time to do the thing. So good luck, have fun to game decks, and hopefully we can start off our season and return after a long hiatus with a win. Let's see what we got here. Okay. We got Halifin, Archelodon, which is Terra Flying. So shouts to Godbear, Flying Fin, and Indomitable Will. I'm pretty sure all 3 of them brought Terra Flying to my mock. There's Grimmsnarl, Pelipper, Landorus, and Regieleki. Notably, no Wheezing. Also, no Deoxys, which is nice. But, I mean, our lead is our lead, right? It doesn't change based on what I'm seeing here. So we just lead Vishiswa and we see what happens. Okay. Let's do the thing. Let's see what they lead with. Lando. Okay. So, unless this is Choice Band and they're locking into Stone Edge on turn 1, they can't kill me. And if they lock into Stone Edge on turn 1, then Treads comes out, Flames 2. So I just think I always click Seed Flare here. Plus, they're probably gonna just U-turn because it's like Scarf, or they're just gonna set up rocks, right? So let's see. Okay, so we go first. They're not Scarf. We get some great damage off. We get the Spit Up Drop because of course we do. And they Rock Tomb, which is annoying actually because I can't stay out now because they can just kill me with another Rock Tomb. Wow, that is really annoying. Rock Tomb is a good bring actually. I think we just go Vanilla Punch here. If they Rock Tomb again and they slow us down, we're Scarf, so we don't care. Yeah, I just think this is the right play for us here. Okay, so they switch out actually. I'm surprised they didn't just EQ or click Rock Tomb again. Maybe even get a Prox or something. And they go in the Archelodon, which in front of Vanilla Punch is fine. I can't, because they're Terra Flying, I can't really knock or lock into close combat. So I think I just U-turn here and just grab momentum. Yeah. They withdraw. So we get momentum here. Fantastic start for us, I feel like. Yeah, into Lando, so a little bit more chip on the Lando. We see they're not like Helmet or anything weird like that. I don't really see any reason not to go into Vishiswa, so I'm just gonna go back into this. I'm tempted to Synthesis on this turn, but if they do Rock Tomb, they're gonna be faster than me next turn. We're not making any progress, so I just have to Seed Flare. Y'all ever notice that Lando T's got cleavage? What's going on with that? Alright, that's gotta be Grimmsnarl, right? Yeah, good name, good name. Nice little Attack on Titan reference. Get some good damage off there, but we don't see the Spidef drops. So could be an indication of Covert Cloak on this, potentially. Which would mean it's not screens, which means maybe they're offensive. Oh, they Thunder Wave. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, can we at least get our synthesis off? No, we cannot. That's fine. This isn't the end of the world. We have Healing Wish in the back. It is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. I think I can confirm that this is pretty bulky. It's pretty bulky. I don't even know if this has attack investment, so I don't think it can kill me from here. So I think we just synthesis. Okay, and it does. They do parting shots. So if we can get this synthesis off, we're in good shape, I think. Okay, back in our Archalodon. We still don't know anything about this mon. What moves it has, what its item is. We do get the synthesis off, which is fantastic. I don't know what this does to me. Like, I really don't know what this does to me. I'm tempted to just Earth Power to try and scout out what you got going on here. And they just Thunderbolt. And that doesn't do much because of our investment. And Earth Power does nothing. That's AV for sure. That's AV with investment. That's AV with investment for sure. I don't really switch into this well right now. I think I might just Earth Power again, honestly. Like, they're not doing much with those Thunderbolts anyways. Okay, they swap. Cool. That's good for me. We take that. That's Pelipper. Yeah, that makes sense. Splash Bro had to be Pelipper Palafin, and I don't think they ever go raw Palafin on this. That would be crazy. So they get free into Pelipper, and they get the rain up. But I always go hard T-Tar here. Like, that's what this always comes out when Pelipper hits, because we gotta get rid of that rain, because otherwise Palafin just fucking destroys me. Alright, T-Tar, we get up our sand. Show me flip turn. I would love to steal some momentum here. They double. Okay. Alright, I mean, that's fine. We don't really get any information on the Pelipper, unfortunately. They go into Palafin. So, probably a flip turn coming out here. I'm gonna get my rocks up, because my rocks look great in this matchup. At the very least, it puts Pelipper on a timer if it's not Boots. Although it probably is Boots. Alright, hard swap, no flip turn. That's good. Keep some health on my Tyranitar. They go into Lando, which is fine. Get my rocks up here. Now, from earlier, we know that this has a lot of HP investment, at the very least. And we know that there's not a lot of attack investment. So I could live in Earthquake. But I think I need to keep this healthy to switch in on Pelipper. So where do I go from here? Fuck. Yeah, Vanilla Punch. It's gotta be Vanilla Punch, right? Because based off your investment, you're not doing much. I mean, you're doing like 50. But then we apply a lot of pressure. And okay, they get up rocks. So there's the rocks that I expected on turn 1. So there's Stealth Rocks and Rock Tomb. I don't think we've seen anything else. Yeah, I don't think we've seen anything else from this. They for sure have EQ because it's Lando. So the question is, what's that last move? No idea. Maybe Swords Dance? Could be U-turn. I'm tempted to Surging Strikes here, but if they go into Archalodon, that's bad. I don't want them to go +3 defense. So I actually think I have to U-turn. Alright, he withdraws, which means we get momentum again. This momentum game is working out real nice for us. Okay, so they go into Pelipper. Are you Boots? Not Boots. Not Boots. So this could be like Scarf or Specs even, which is a little spooky, honestly. I mean, I just go D-Tar, get my sand back up. You can't do anything about it. We take a little chip, whatever, it's fine. I think we just knock off and get rid of something's item here. Yeah, we just knock and get rid of something's item. Alright, probably the Lando, right? I'd have to imagine they just sack off the Lando here. They know I'm clicking an attack. Like, knockoff's pretty obvious. So we get rid of this. They probably go back into Pelipper, if I had to guess, to get the rain back up. Yachi Berry, okay. That would have sucked if I tried to take that thing out with my treads with Ice Spinner and it was Yachi. They go into our Chaladon. I'm surprised they did that instead of getting their rain back up. Well, this is for sure body press. So, although they could click a steel move, I think I have to go Vishiswa because they could click a steel move into. Would they have a steel move? We've seen Thunderbolt. They for sure have body press. We'll see here if they click Draco or a steel move. Okay. Yeah, body press. I thought maybe we'd see a steel move or a steel move there to try and catch the Raspberry. Alright, well this was a fine way to scout because again, Healing Wish. I'm gonna Healing Wish this back up. I do gotta get rid of rocks, which shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to just sack something off and then click Defog. Arabiata's got good speed control in this matchup. I think now though, I go into Chalky Malt because they don't want to body press again because it would let Raspberry in for free. I guess it wouldn't be free, I'd take Rock's Chip. But there's a Thunderbolt, so we get the call right. I think now I just Tera. And I expect them to expect an Earth Hour. And they're either going to Tera or they're going to go into Pelipper. I think more likely is Pelipper. So I think I'm just going to Tera and click Thunder here. I know clicking Thunder in Sand is crazy, but I'm confident that they're going to go Pelipper here. And if they do stay out and we miss in Sand, that's fine because they can't kill me without a stamina boost. And even then, unless their defense up, I'm not sure they can kill me. And I think this might be Spadef up. So we're just gonna Thunder. They stay out, so no Pelipper. Now the question is, do they Tera? And do we land the Thunder? I hope they Tera. I'll look like a fucking crazy psychopath, like, prediction maker if they Tera. Alright, they Tera. Yo, if we land this Thunder and it just kills, I'm gonna lose my mind. If we land this Thunder, I'm just gonna lose my mind. Come on. Come on. Well, there's an animation, but it's Tera, so I don't know if that means it lands or not. It's landing. It's good. Oh, it didn't kill. So close. So close. So we should body press. Body press. Do we live? Yes, we live. Awesome. Okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. We Ice Spinner now. 100%. We either kill this or we get some good chip on something else. I'm fine with either, honestly. But landing that Thunder was massive. That was so good for us. I was hoping we'd just get the kill with Ice Spinner. And so they go into this. It's Citrus. Okay. Well, this isn't gonna kill, but we burnt the Citrus, and this will get some good chip on it. But we got some Sucker Punch mind games to think about here. Alright, so let's think of the downsides here. Downside of me switching is I think most things are dead to 2 spirit breaks after stealth rocks. I think most things are dead to 2 spirit breaks after stealth rocks, which sucks. And I'm not even sure Arabiata has enough investment to kill at -1 with Hurricane, and we have to land a raw Hurricane, which I don't super love. So I think I'm just gonna click Earth Power, and if they Sucker Punch and kill me, so be it. But I'm hoping they get greedy and try to predict that I predict their Sucker Punch and swap out. If I lose Chalky Malt here, it has done its job, I feel. This was a breaker, and it has broken. It has broken. It broke through the arch, and it broke through the Grim, basically, so. Okay, that's fine. This is gone. Sucker Punch was the smart play for them. I just was hoping they'd get greedy. I do feel like I'm up a little bit, so I was hoping they'd feel like they'd need to like make an aggressive read, but it's fine. I think this lets Raspberry in for free. And if they try to Thunder Wave me, then I don't care, really, honestly. This thing's slow anyways. So I think I just take my chance to get a big Moonblast off here and just claim 1. Maybe not like a Palafin, but I don't think they want to take chip on Palafin right now. And it's still going to do a lot. So they do Parting Shot. I don't know who they go into here. Nothing wants to eat this. Kevin Durant? I have no idea who that is. Okay, Regilecki. I don't think you're gonna like this. Oh my god, it almost killed. Oh, I wish I would have got that extra 1, but here's the thing, right? They Rapid Spin, we get momentum with our eject button, and they die to sand. So they clear their rocks. I swap out, I get momentum into Noivern, and this is where I defog to get rid of my rocks. Okay, show me Rapid Spin. Good. Good. Honestly, I would have been fine with whatever. Bolt Switch would have been good for me too. I just assumed they'd want to get rid of those rocks. So, we bounce the fuck out. We go into Arabiata here. We defog, we get rid of the rocks. They die to sand. And I basically get a guaranteed defog off. Unless they go Grimstone and Thunderwave and I get fully parried. But I think I'm gonna go for it. Okay. Covert Cloak. Well, there's the Covert Cloak. Found it. Not that it mattered. Guess they're really afraid of Scarf. Diamond, which, like, fair. Okay. They go Grim here, right? Yeah, Grim. Okay. We just defog. I realized they probably just gonna Thunder Wave. I just need to break through the para. There's the Thunder Wave. They missed. Ooh, that sucks. Sorry about that. Good for me. Very good for me. So we take that. We get the fucking rocks gone for super free. To heal Fishy Swap. This is probably gonna be my best opportunity for this thing. And I super don't care if this thing gets paralyzed as long as I break through and get the Healing Wish off. Yeah, so there's the Thunder Wave. We don't take Sand Chip because we're Overcoat. Okay, yeah, we just Healing Wish and get Vishy Swap back out here. They're gonna Parting Shot. We just need to break through. Alright, there's the Parting Shot. Who do they go into? Pelipper probably to get the... Well, they're probably worried about... So... bridge. Okay, so I guess they were sacking this off. Full para. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, I think I just gotta click Healing Wish again. I don't think this has Flash Cannon. I think it doesn't make sense for it to have Flash Cannon because it would only use that to hit this or T-Tar, and they have Body Press for T-Tar, and they have Thunderbolt for this, and Electro Shot. Yeah, see, look, Thunderbolt. Their fourth move is Draco Meteor, and we break through. So we're in super good shape right now. I guess it could be Dragon Pulse. They for sure have Electro Shot because it's our Chaladon on our rain team, and it's AV, and that's how you boost your stats. So it was just a question of whether they had Draco, Dragon Pulse, Flash Cannon, or Steel Beam. We get Vicious Swall healed the fuck up. We are so good right now. We look so good. We're in great shape. We're in really good shape. And I think we just Air Slash here. I don't think we fuck around with a miss, potential Seed Flare miss. So we just click Air Slash. Alright, this thing's gone. Good. Get the fuck out of here. I've had enough of you. Healing Wish is so great. I love it. Grimmsnarl's back out here. This is where we go T-Tar, because they're for sure gonna Thunderwave because they want to paralyze Fishy Swab, so I don't have speed control. All three of my Pokemon left are fucking fast as hell. Which into Jet Punch doesn't super matter. Well, it does when all three of them resist Jet Punch, so that's cool. Show me the Thunder Wave. Awesome. Can't do that to a Dark type. They might save this though to try and get a Thunder Wave off later. So I think I'm gonna knock here. I'm gonna knock into the 4x resist. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Question is, who do they go into? Pelipper. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of Pelipper's item. It's a mystery item, I have no idea. Is it another Citrus Berry? Maybe Damp Rock. That almost killed. Covert Cloak. Okay. Alright, so this, you have 2 Covert Cloaks. I think I should probably expect that most weeks. I think I go into this now. Rain is up, so Hurricanes are free. Hopefully we get him free on the Surf? Question mark? Ice Beam, yo, good play. That was a great play. Fantastic read. Yeah, I mean, okay. Maybe Arabiata was a little telegraphed there, but I could have went Vanilla Punch. I could have went Urshi there. I could have went Urshi on the Surf, and you just would have Ice Beamed into Urshi. So that was a really aggressive play, but it paid off for them. I just click Seed Flare and kill something. We're at the point in the game where we just click Seed Flare and something dies. So what do you want to die is the question. What are you going to give me? You're going to give me Pelipper, which is surprising because we do not have rocks up anymore, and you're giving me control of weather now. Back in a Grimmsnarl and... Okay, so Palafin's for sure not Scarfed. Do I go back in a T-Tar here? I think so. I think that's the play. I think we get rid of the rain for good. T-Tar seems obvious, so they might catch me with Spirit Break, but that's fine. Once we get rid of rain, T-Tar has done its job. I mean, T-Tar's been great in this. T-Tar has been fantastic. Speed. So, because I know this thing's super bulky, so it doesn't have any speed investment. Who knows? Maybe we live... I think we do live a Spirit Break, actually. Because this doesn't have any attack investment. It's play rough. We might die to that. No, we ate that. Kind of comfortably, actually. Kind of comfortably. Okay, well, I'm Stone Edging here because... I'm gonna Stone Edge here because I think they're gonna save this, and even if they don't, okay, yeah, if this lands, this damage on Palafin is massive, and it tells me a lot about its set too, so I know how I'll know how to respond. That was so much damage. That was so much damage. This thing is offensive as fuck. This thing is super offensive. All right, you can kill me. That's fine. Yeah. Flip turn, whatever. That's fine. See, this is kind of what I thought they'd do. So just so they can get Grimmsnarl out in front of either my Scarfedmon or Vichyssoise, because paralyzing either of those is like probably his best chance of winning. The question is, what do I go into? I think I go Urshi, because it's more okay for Urshi to get parried than for Vichyssoise. Because I can U-turn out here if I break through, claim one, and then go Vichyssoise and win. Do we break through? Yes. Yes, we do. All right, that's GG's. I mean, unless they got like, I can't see. I can't think of a set that gives them a win from this position. So I'm pretty sure I got this. Even if they have like a Rindo Berry, I think I win. They're not scarfed because they would have shown that way sooner. They would have shown that way sooner if they were scarfed. So we almost for sure outspeed. I guess they could be Custap, but with Jet Punch is really strange. I wonder if Earth Power kills, because I know this is my only move that doesn't miss, and we know that this is offensive. Jesus Christ, Palafin's stupid. No, Earth Power's a roll. Earth Power's a roll, even if it's not invested. I think I just Air Slash here. So this should always kill. Air Slash should always kill here. They just lock in a Jet Punch, so that's like the white flag. Yeah, we pick up a kill and we get a win in our first week. So good game to Game Decks. That Ice Beam read with Pelipper was really good, and your team was crazy to prep for. So much offensive pressure. I was stressed out the whole time, but we managed to grab a win in week 1. So thanks for hanging out, y'all, and stick around if you want to see me make a chocolate malt shake. Because yeah, that should be pretty fun. All right, bye. Alright, so I am very excited to try out our first recipe in honor of our Iron Treads Chalky Malt, who did a great job breaking through that Archalodon. Maybe didn't get any kills this week, but it's okay, they still did a good job. I'll go ahead and get the recipe up on the screen for y'all, and as you can see, this is the Relicanth Chocolate Malt. It's rated 1 out of 4 difficulty. I figured it'd be best to start with a simple one, just to ease myself into this new hobby of mine. First, let's cover the ingredients for the chocolate whipped cream. To start, we have a half cup of heavy cream, followed by 2 tablespoons or 14 grams of cocoa powder, and 1 tablespoon or 10 grams of powdered sugar. Once you get all these ingredients together, you're going to need a stand mixer. You can just dump the previously mentioned ingredients right into your bowl and mix on medium-high speed. The recipe book says 3 to 5 minutes, then transfer to a piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, you can just take like a plastic baggie and cut a very small corner out. Because what you're basically going to do later is put the whipped cream in this bag and then squeeze it out of that hole into the malt shake. And yeah, that does it for the chocolate whipped cream, at least for the ingredients. Next up, we have to make the dark chocolate malt layer. For this, you're going to need 1 tablespoon or 12 grams of black cocoa powder. We could not find black cocoa powder at any of our local grocery stores, despite going to pretty much every single grocery store within a walking distance, and we live in these cities, so there are lots of grocery stores within walking distance. Could not find any black cocoa powder anywhere, so we got normal cocoa powder instead. You'll need 3 tablespoons or 30 grams of malted milk powder, which was also kind of difficult. We had to go to a second grocery store to get that one. And 2 ounces of whole milk. That one should be easy. Hopefully it's easy. If not, I'm sorry. And finally, 11 ounces or 310 grams of chocolate ice cream. We used dark chocolate ice cream to make up for our lack of black cocoa powder. I have no idea if that's a legit like substitution, but that's what we did. So it turned out good, so it's fine. Oh yeah, and 2 cherries. Those are just for fun, kind of just throw on top. You know, you throw a little cherry on top of your milkshake. So this next step is a little more complicated. First, you need to add the cocoa powder, malted milk powder, and milk to either a blender or a food processor and blend until smooth. We do not have a blender, believe it or not, so we will be using this fancy food processor my mom got me for Christmas 3 years ago. Hopefully we'll have a blender for future videos, but no promises. I have Swiss cheese brain, and I'll almost certainly forget. Once the ingredients are well combined, go ahead and add the ice cream and blend until smooth. The recipe book says to add a small amount of milk if the mixture is too thick. I did this, and then I regretted it later because the consistency of the finished product was not ideal. So maybe hold off on the extra milk and just trust the recipe book's measurements to start. Once you're finished with the dark chocolate malt layer, go ahead and pour half of it into 2 large glasses. Then take the whipped cream we made earlier and add a layer on top of that. Then add the remaining chocolate malt, followed by the remaining whipped cream, and then top with cherries. Here was our finished version. yeah, it doesn't look great, I'll admit. But the good news is it tasted fantastic. So yeah, that's the Relicanth chocolate malt. Pretty tasty. Let me know if you tried this recipe out and what you thought. If you've joined my Discord, please share pictures. I'd love to see how your malts turned out. And yeah, that's gonna do it for week 1. I'll catch y'all back for week 2, where we face Nova and their Bermuda Kecleons. Until then, I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Bye.